Indian polity, historical background and making of the constitution. British administration in India till 1858 was mainly that of East India Company, and they regulated their activities by different regulating and charter acts like Regulating Act 1773, Pitt's India Act 1784, Charter Act 1813, 1833, 1853. After the revolt of 1857 in India, British Crown took the responsibility of directly administrating India. To administer India, they passed various Government India Acts like Government of India Act 1858, Council of Act 1892, 1900, 1919 and 1935 that we are going to see one by one. Regulating Act 1773. According to Regulating Act 1773, Governor of Bengal as the Governor General of Bengal. It created an executive council of 4 members. Bombay and Madras presidencies its subordinate. The Regulating Act 1773 provided for the establishment of Supreme Court at Calcutta. The next one is Pitt's India Act 1784. It provided for body of 6 commissioners known as Board of Control. According to Pitt's India Act 1784, provided for body of 6 commissioners known as Board of Control. Pitt's India Act constitute one Secretary State and the Chancellor of the Exchequer and the 4 Privy Councillors. So this is the points under Pitt's India Act. The next one is Charter Act 1853. According to Charter Act 1853, the Charter Act 1853 laid the foundation of parliamentary system of government. The executive, the legislature were separated, reduced the number of board of directors from 24 to 18. So Charter Act 1853 laid the foundation of parliamentary system of government. The executive and the legislature were separated, reduced the number of board of directors to 24 to 18. The next one is Government of India Act 1858. It abolished the East India Company rule and the power was transferred from East India Company to British Crown according to Government of India Act 1858. And Government of India was to be provided governed directly by the Crown through the Secretary of State of India. It changed the designation of the Governor General of India to the Viceroy of India. It is according to the Government of India Act 1858. So the act which is for the transfer of power from the East India Company to the British Crown is 1858. The next one is India Council Act 1861. According to Indian Council Act 1861, the Viceroy could nominate, this Viceroy of India, could nominate some Indians as non-official members. So the Viceroy of India, according to Indian Council Act 1861, can nominate some Indian as non-official members. So in 1862, Indians nominated to this council. The Viceroy was given to the power to the issue ordinance. So these are the points under Indian Council Act 1861. The next one is Indian Council Act 1892. The Indian Council Act 1892 increased the number of additional non-official members in the central and provincial legislature councils. The members of the legislative council were allowed to ask questions to the executive. So this one is Indian Council Act. So according to the Indian Council Act 1892, members of the Legislative Council were allowed to ask the questions to the executive. The next one is Indian Council Act 1909 or Minto-Morley Reforms, Morley-Minto Reforms. According to Minto-Morley Reforms, membership of the Legislative Council at the centre was increased from 16 to 60. The Minto-Morley Reforms introduced a system of communal representative for Muslim. There is a separate electorate for them, that Muslims. As per this, Muslim members were to be elected only by Muslim voters. So up to this explained is Indian Council Act 1909, Mindo-Marley reforms. The remaining act will come in the next video. Subscribe for more. Thank you for watching. Thank you.